Mate, what have you been up to since Japan? Had a bit of time off?
Grieve for a while, mate. Just try to think about what I should have done, what I could have done, and see what we can learn from it, and get ready for the next assault, mate.
2019, quite clearly a pivotal year. How do you reflect on that year in itself?
Oh, I thought we had a great year, mate. I thought Six Nations, we played some superb rugby. We probably had two bad halves in the Six Nations and one bad game, and they cost us dearly. And you've got to learn from that, which is the process going forward. But I thought we played some great rugby. I thought we had a great togetherness of English rugby. We did some things with O2 supporting us, such as the Bristol Open Day. So we wanted to be part of the people, not this exclusive team, and the players really bought into that. And I think we provided some inspiration for the rugby community, because at the end of the day, we're all in this together.
Yep.
You know, the community clubs, professional clubs, we're all in this together.
So O2 are about to celebrate 25 years of sponsorship. When you look back over that period, what's been your favourite England memory?
Yeah, well, O2 have been great sponsors, but if we look back over the last 25 years, I can only talk about the last 4 years. Our Grand Slam win over France was a great moment. We showed enormous drive and motivation, and beating New Zealand in Japan was a great moment for us as well.
What was it like for you heading back to Japan with this England squad, considering the ties that you have there?
Well, firstly, I was really proud of the way our team accepted it was going to be different, got on with it. Secondly, I was proud of Japan. I thought they did a fantastic job hosting it. You know, it was like a festival of rugby, and a lot of the values of Japanese society are the same values about rugby, you know, working together, being respectful.
Yeah, we explored that together, didn't we?
Yeah.
In the summer we were out in Japan and spoke about how the Bushido values really tie into rugby. So apart from the gains and some successes you've had, what do you consider to be some of the other achievements that you've been able to extract from this side?
Well, I think we've put pride and passion back into English rugby. I think generally just coming back, the enthusiasm for rugby here's grown. I think people enjoyed the team's performance. I really enjoyed the way the players went about, you know, rebuilding England rugby, and you know, all the credit deserves to be given to the players because they've been fantastic.
A foreigner coming in as England head coach. How foreign do you feel 4 years later?
Well, I don't feel foreign as the coach of England. When I'm walking around the streets, I feel foreign because I still feel it cold, as you saw when I came with a beanie on. Everyone else has got a t-shirt and shorts on, I've got a beanie on.
A new tournament on the horizon, Guinness Six Nations. I guess, what's your mindset heading into that? New tournament, new cycle?
Yeah, raise the standards, mate. How do we raise the standards? We want to be the most dominant team in the world. To do that, we've got to raise the standards. So we've got to think about, as a staff, how we raise the standards. The players, when they get selected and come into camp, got to think about how they can raise the standards. And we do that, we want to be the most dominant team that world rugby's ever seen.
Is there temptation to just litter the squad with young guys, giving them an opportunity, giving them 4 years, looking ahead?
I don't think we need to do that,
Yep.
but we definitely need to refresh the squad. I think there's some great young players playing in club rugby, and a few of them are ready to be involved in the squad. You know, I could probably think about 3 or 4 that are ready to go, and they'll definitely be picked in the squad.
You're going to get your hands on your players pretty soon. If I'm the young fella coming into the England squad, how do I get integrated? How do I get made welcome and feel part of the England army?
Well, a great example was Lewis Luddenham. Comes in, shy boy. One of the very first meetings, he stands up, talks about what he sees, and it's all about what can you add to the team, because, you know, it's like business. We have team business, and everything you do either adds to that or takes away from it. So we want young guys who come in that want to add to the team business.
What impact do you think your squad are going to have in this country and I guess the wider audiences as well?
We probably had the most diverse English squad that's been seen. Different educational levels, different racial mix, and I thought that diversity came out as a really strong point. And I think in terms of English rugby, you know, it is going to change, and maybe we were the forefront of that change.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Do you think it's going to be a far more diverse impact on the squad in terms of inner city kids and alike taking up the sport?
Yeah, I think so. You know, if you look at it, Genj and Sinclair are a great example for inner city kids, aren't they? Maro for Nigerian kids. And then we've got the traditional heartbeat, the public schools, which are still there. which will provide a lot of players. But now we're getting much more of England being involved in rugby, which I think is a great thing.
Some new look faces, not just potentially in your squad, but in the other nations as well. New coaches for Wales, for Ireland, for Italy and for France. What challenges do you think they'll provide under new stewardship?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think France are probably the most advanced. You can see the country starting to get behind the French national team, so they'll be a powerful force. Wales and Ireland have been winning teams, and they've got Gatland Gates now. So every time Wayne Pivac drives in there, he sees Gatland Gates, which will put some pressure on what he does. So he'll have to handle that expectation. Andy Farrell's a bit the same in Ireland. You know, Joe Smith's probably been their most successful coach. He's following their footsteps. But they've got great players, so they'll be tough to beat.
Looking back to the fans, when you look at the amount of talent, some of the young guns getting given opportunities in the Gallagher Premiership, there's a lot of reason to be excited, isn't there?
Massive number of reasons. And it all starts with France in the first game of the Six Nations. So our fans last year were fantastic. There's no reason to think they won't be even better this year. And hopefully, again, we can do things that helps engage the fans closer to the team.
And a quick message to the fans, because you'll absolutely rely upon them in a similar manner you did in 2019. Quick message to the fans ahead of the Guinness Six Nations.
So it was a roller coaster ride in 2019. 2020 will be the same. So hang on to your seats and get ready.
Eddie, all the very best of luck for the Guinness Six Nations and the rest of the year.